asked TikTok my makeup type and this is what I got. I really hope I'm not late to this trend though, because I feel like this is a little late, but who cares? I know I do my blush a little minimal sometimes, so this is going to be something that is easy for me to achieve. I do still want to add just a pop of color on my face. For primer, I'm using my Milk Gripping Primer. I use this in so long, but I really like this primer. I feel like it's super hydrating, makes your makeup in place, and I really love that. Tip to making sure that your makeup isn't pilling is you let your primer sit down for at least a minute before applying your foundation, so it doesn't disturb the process of actually getting into the skin. Mattifying my T-zone area, I'm using the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. This thing is so good. Making sure that you do not get oily throughout the day. It's such an amazing product. I love to use it. I wish I could just use this on its own. She has a universal blurring balm powder that is the luminous version. I don't remember, or radiant version. Can she make it into this? A radiant blurring balm powder that's tinted. Ooh, that would be a whole game changer. I like matte looks, but it's just not really my go-to. I like to have a bit of a dewy feel to my look. So that would be insane. And then also Sephora Canada, can we please get the universal radiant over here? It's been a little minute, just saying. Just in case no one's asking, I'm asking. Okay, thank you. And the blurring balm with my House Labs foundation brush. A lot of you guys also asked me if these brushes are worth it. Yes, they are. I really love this foundation brush so much, and the concealer brush. They're both so good. They blend your makeup very nicely. Fighting with my hair. Blurring balm to add extra coverage, but again, I don't really want too much of a matte look today, so I'm only applying it to my T-zones where I don't want to get oily. And now we're gonna go on to foundation. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Luminous Foundation. This is in the shade 360. Honestly, I love this foundation so much. Oopsie. Anyways, I love this foundation so much. It's literally the perfect match. It's my skin in a bottle. Perfect foundation ever. There's just nothing wrong with this foundation. To just spot this all over my face, I like to avoid my under eyes because the less product on your face is going to give you the most flawless application. So just try avoiding going underneath your eyes because that's where our concealer goes. This is a medium coverage foundation, so if you also want to go a little bit more of a fuller coverage, you can definitely spot on places where you feel like you need it. It's giving skin, it's giving radiant, it's giving glow. So we're moving on to contour and bronzer. So I'm using two shades. I'm using the Fenty Beauty contour sticks in the shade Swedish and Espresso. Espresso is more for that bronzer moment, and Swedish is for more of that contour. So I'm going to use Swedish to contour first, and then I'm going to go in with Espresso to give me that bronzy look, since that's kind of what we're going for in this look. I love these contour sticks so much. They just melt and glide into the skin. Especially the shade is so pretty. I just love it. Huda Beauty dual brush, and I'm just blending that out. Just adds a really nice shadow that's very subtle, not too much. Perfect shade for somebody who has a neutral undertone. I love it for my nose especially. I don't really use anything else for my nose, to be honest. I've tried the Rare Beauty contour for my nose, but I just always go back to the Fenty Espresso, and I'm just gonna add it just like in the deeper corners and a line here. Focus this only on the outer part though. Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Waterproof Concealer. The favorite concealer ever. As you guys can tell, I use this in every single video because I just love it so much. At 370N. The most hydrating concealer I've ever used. It's so good. I love how this feels on the skin. Slabs concealer brush to blend that out. Use this shade to conceal, to get rid of any dark circles and to even out my eyes. And then I use 300N to brighten my eyes and to really sculpt it in the way that I want. Look at the difference. Concealer a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot, which is another reason why I love it, because it gives you that nice coverage without needing to cake up your under eyes and then it feeling icky. That's one thing that I hate to feel, is that my skin just feels like it can't breathe. I've been obsessed with the Danessa Myricks blush. I got this little sample from Sephora and I've been really obsessed with the shade Rosé and Brunch. This is just the most prettiest shade of pink to get me the full size of this, because oh my god, I'm obsessed with the shade. Just putting it on the back of my hand. Rare Beauty blush brush, that to my cheeks, close to the outer corners of my eye and my brow. Much of the blush look, but I'm still gonna add me my blush. We're just not gonna do it as intense. I'll try not to. No promises. Used on the lips as well, so that is another amazing thing. It's very similar to the blurring balm powder, where it's going to make sure that you don't get oily and all that stuff. Danessa Myricks is killing this makeup game for real, because imagine coming up with products that is multi-useful. I love that for us. Now that we're all blushed up, just adding the leftover on my nose. We don't do too much on the nose. Go down on my nose, here, my lip, and my chin. My MAC setting spray. I love this stuff. Let's just dry down a bit and I'll be back. Out my chin. When I'm blending it, I like to push the concealer out to highlight this area of my forehead and then narrow it down so it can give me that nice sculpted look. And then I just blend. It'll look crazy here, but I'm going to fix the nose contour, don't worry. If there's any harsh lines, what I like to do is go in with my foundation brush and just blend out those harsh lines so it just looks more seamless. Just like that. Do you see how that just blended beautifully? Anybody else's nose run when they're doing their makeup? I don't get it. I have to be drawing up my nose. Use either the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder in the shade 2 and the new Fenty Beauty Bright Eye Fix powder. I don't know what I should do today, because I feel like the look that we're going for is required for Miss Charlotte Tilbury today. Her name just sounds so bougie. Charlotte Tilbury. Powder puff and press that underneath the eyes. And just anywhere that I place that concealer. Easy Bake setting powder. I love this powder so much. It smells so good and it just gets the job done so beautifully. My nose contour and then also bake on my nose. I love to do that nowadays to enhance the contour of my nose. Using the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. Your brush into the powder. And a hack that I found that works for me when it comes to contouring my nose and sculpting it the way that I want to is you don't want to swipe, you want to press the product in so that it doesn't go everywhere. So I'm just going to press, bring it up here, and I'll start swiping up here. But when it comes to actually sculpting the nose, I like to just press the product in. More control when you just press it in as opposed to swiping. I just feel like it gets messy when you do that. And then I'm also going to do the tip of my nose. I still need to practice my nose contour, but this works for now. I like doing these talking videos. Oh my god, you know what would be perfect for this video? I need to get me some House Labs blushes. They release these blush shades that are bronzer blush moments, and I need to get me some. I don't know why I don't have one. I know why. You know what? All of these products and brands, they keep releasing so much product called Fenty Beauty. I don't have time to be exploring other brands because every single time Fenty drops, as I blink, there's another drop. Blink, there's another drop. Blink, there's another drop. Fenty Beauty's out here dropping. Fenty Skin's out here dropping. Rare Beauty just dropped her new fragrance. I have so much things to keep up with. Girl has been out here doing her thing. Fenty, House Labs, Rare Beauty, if you would like to send your girl some PR, especially cough cough Fenty, I would love that because I buy these products with my own money and sometimes it's so hard to catch up with all these releases and it's like, oh my goodness. I'm using the same brush by Huda Beauty and I'm using that to bronze up my face some more. I'm applying it a little bit closer to my blush so it can just blend seamlessly and give us that nice bronzy look. My forehead again with the same powder because again we're going for a nice bronzy moment. The dual brush by House Labs, Seriously, so cute. And taking it down to our jawline. Pat the powder down your nose just like that. Now that I have options, I always debate on whether I should go brown or black. Just for this look, I'm going in with the Cause I'm Black Hella Thick mascara. I feel like the brown one is just going to be a little too subtle for the look that we're going for. Don't like to wear lashes, so this is going to be the false lashes. We are going in with the lash primer first. You guys, when I say that this made a whole difference, mascara is long lasting on its own, but just for that even extra long lash moment, the primer is a definite must-have. These two products are not in Sephora Canada. I think this would be beneficial to be in Sephora Canada, but you can shop this on fentybeauty.com if you're interested. And just going on top. You guys, this is my lash. These are my lashes. They're not falsies. These are mine. You guys to trust me on these products, you guys need to trust me because this is so beautiful. It's volumizing. When you use both of these combos, it thickens it up so much and it really gives you that false lash moment, which is amazing, especially for somebody like me who does not like falsies at all. Stop talking when I'm doing my under lashes because once you mess this part up, it's a wrap. You know what I just realized? I don't have an eyeliner. Probably should get me one. Drugstore, Maybelline, L'Oreal eyeliner would be good. You guys, why is drugstore product now becoming Sephora prices? I feel like we need to talk about that because that's crazy. Rare Beauty fluffy powder brush, and I'm gonna just dust off that powder, and you see how that gave that nice highlight on the nose? That is so pretty. I hope I'm nice and bronzed. For some reason, I feel like I'm not bronzed enough, but I'm not gonna do too much because sometimes you can have a little bit of makeup blindness, and that's the last thing that I want right now because I feel like my makeup is eating, and the last thing I want to do is ruin it because I'm here thinking that it's not giving and it is giving. Know in the comments if I could have went a little bit more bronzed for the look. Let me know. I am gonna take that same blush brush that I was using from Rare Beauty, and whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to put it back. We're letting a little bit of our intrusive thoughts win, and we're just gonna add just a little bit more bronzer. Just a little bit. I feel like the forehead's fine though. Yet here I am still adding more. I feel like that's fine. I don't know if that did anything, but whatever. The Fenty Beauty Yuma setting spray, and I'm going to be setting my face with this. That is so pretty. Look at the glow that it gives you. Stunning. You guys, I just went into the bathroom lighting just now and the makeup is eating. I think adding a little bit more bronzer was a good idea because we're very bronzed. I want to enhance and sculpt this part just a little bit more. Honestly, I had a whole different lip combo in mind, but it's okay. I will show you guys that lip combo in another video. Lining my lips out with browned out. I'm not even in camera. And these dry down very quickly, so if you want to smudge it out a bit, you kind of have to work fast. Fussy Heat first. Shade is seriously so pretty. I just love it. Blazed Donut in the center of my lip. Gloss Bomb sticks are everything. I feel like every single Fenty lip product is just everything, but especially these formulas, I love them so much. Invisa matte powder and just blot on some areas where I don't really want to be super shiny. My forehead, just a little bit. I'm wanting this area to be a little bit mattified. A little bit on the chin. Finished, but we have to also set with our Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Spray. While I shake this up, this message is for Huda and Huda only. Can we please hurry up and repackage this, please? I love the formula, but the packaging gotta go. Every single time I'm shaking very well, the ball gets stuck. And then I have to angle it a certain way where the ball doesn't get stuck, and I don't like that. Only reason why I like to shake it extra is because it has powder in here. So you really have to make sure that you're shaking it well so that it distributes properly onto your face. And this is what I like to spray last when I'm done everything, because it just really sets even more. And I think we did our big one with this. Yes, we did. Can we just take a moment for the makeup, the skin, the finish, the lips, the eyes. The mascara is giving. The only thing I'm missing is eyeliner, but I'm gonna have to get me some eyeliner. Really like it. I think it's really pretty. If you guys like talking videos like this, I feel like this video I was really showing my personality a little bit more, but we love that over here because that just means I'm getting more comfortable with you guys. I really think TikTok was very accurate when it showed this being my makeup type because this is just so pretty. I love it. Let me know what you guys think and what is your favorite beauty product that you guys love, or also what is your makeup type. Said I was done and I lied. Taking my House Labs highlighter in the shade Peach Quartz, and I like to add this to the bridge of my nose, the tip of the nose. We're officially done now. Love you guys.